Hey guys, what is up? Funky Town Bites here, and today I'm going to cover Cumulative Volume Delta CVD. Now, we're going to look at Spot CVD and Perps CVD, and we're going to use them on our charts when we analyze, our price action. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So what exactly is CVD, Cumulative Volume Delta? Well, it is the running total of delta over time, and it's plotted in candles, as you can see here. Now, what makes Coinank's version powerful is that it shows the aggregated CVD for spots and perps. It's aggregated over different exchanges. Now, we're going to be using BTC, Bitcoin chart, on the 5-minute. As you can see here, we have the typical price action candles, your red and green candles. We have CVD spot, on top, as you can see right over here. And then we have the CVD perps right at the bottom. And so we look at CVD to see whether the move is being driven, by spot demand, or is it a leverage speculation on perpetual futures, because basically that is what perpetuals are. You speculate on price going up or down and you trade that price action. Now, why does CVD matters? Well, it matters because when you see CVD divergences from price, these are some of the most reliable signs in the order flow reading or in the tape reading. So, for example, if price makes a new high, but the CVD doesn't make a new high, then we know that buyers are losing conviction, and that's a bearish divergence. Alternatively, let's say price drops, but CVD actually holds steadily or it rises. Well, what we can assume is that sellers cannot push price through. And that I would look at as a bullish signal or bullish divergence. Now, one of the reasons why I look at both Perps and Spot CVD is that when Spot CVD disagrees with Perp CVD, that could be your edge, because real money usually wins over leverage or speculative money. And so we always want to see when the move is being pushed by leverage, so CVD Perps, or when it's being pushed by spot, which is real buying or selling. So now how do we read CVD and price together? Let's have a look. When we see price down, CVD spot down, CVD perp down, we can assume that there is harmony. We can expect continuation of price. That's one way. Another example of harmony, price is up, CVD spot is up, and CVD perp is up as well. Now we can assume that there should be continuation of the move. There is harmony. So that's an example of harmony, whether everything is down, price, CVD spot, CVD perp. Now, when you're reading Cumulative Volume Delta CVD and you see leverage perps are driving the move, you might want to position for reversal. That's what I look for. Or you might want to trade the cascade itself. Either way, to trade sometimes these very fast moves, you're going to want a platform built for perpetual futures. And BitMEX, of course, like I've said it many times, is the OG. They invented the perpetual contracts. And of course, they have this new feature that recently went live like a few months ago, where they have slippage protection, because slippage can really eat away at your profits. At least it did with mine. So $50 free when you sign up with my link in the description. Now back to CVD. Now here I'm going to write out some key patterns, and you can go on your CVD chart on Coinank and you can try to look for them and see what price did. That's the best way to learn. Now, let's say, for example, we have price up, CVD up. We know it's a healthy trend. We can expect continuation. So price up, CVD up, healthy trend. Aggressive buyers are in control. Now, let's say we have price up and CVD flat or down. We know it's a bearish divergence, and that means that price is rising on passive flow, or shorts are actually covering, and it's not real demand. And there we can see there's a high probability of a reversal. Now, if price is down and CVD is up, pay attention. That is a bullish divergence, So price down, CVD up, bullish divergence. Buyers are absorbing okay, the sell-off, and a bounce could possibly be incoming. If you do not know what absorption is, I did do a footprint video, so you can go have a look at that. It is in the same order flow playlist. Now on to my favorite one, which I had mentioned before. Spot CVD is rising while Perp CVD is flat, which means there is a real demand spot, and that tells me that the move could be sustainable. And the last one is where Perp CVD is rising, but spot CVD is declining or flat, then that, is pure leverage. And of course, that is vulnerable to a liquidation cascade or a leverage flush. And there you go, guys. These are the setups that I actually look for. Now, what I like to do is I like to look for when spot CVD and perp CVD gives a divergence. And what I do is I like to follow spot because I know eventually, perps, okay, that speculative buying and selling will have to eventually catch up with spot, which is the real buying and selling. So real money, again, will trump leverage every time. So for example, if spot is buying and perps are selling, the spot narrative will usually win. Okay, does it happen all the time? No, nothing in trading happens all the time. We have high probabilities of it happening, but nothing is 100% of the time. Now, another thing is that we look at the shape of the divergence. Okay, so let's look at today. Spot CVD is up, perp CVD is down or flat. Okay, and I can see that price is slowly creeping up. So there we have a divergence with spot CVD and perp CVD. And it tells me here that I might have a bullish session. Okay, again, I follow spot CVD because I know that is where the real buying and selling is coming from. And I know leverage CVD is more of a speculative, scenario. Now, don't get me wrong. Leverage can definitely outperform. However, if you look back at price action and how CVD works, you'll see that the leverage side tries to always catch up with spot. Now, do I only look at CVDs for position entries? No, I don't. I look at CVDs, I look at funding rates, I look at open interest, but, and a big but, I do look at price before anything. So I usually like to see a nice market structure break before I enter into a position at a key level. Now, if you would like to have a look at CVD yourself, Coinank is offering 1 week free VIP, for users that sign up. Link is in the description. When you start spotting divergences, you will be so much confident about your entries, and that is what CVD, Cumulative Volume Delta, is in a nutshell. Next up will be open interest. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.